I go live now. I'm a bit delayed to go live. I'm 2 minutes behind time. I'm going to call you in about 10 minutes time. Thanks, Nadia. Bye. Right. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome. Sorry, I'm a bit late. I was on the telephone with Nirgin. I think it's Nirgin. Yeah, he's also a fan, a supporter of me. So we're going to try to get to the bottom of this or get some results. We have our guest, Mr. Ashan Singh, as well. Maybe he can pose the questions that we're going to talk about. Nirgin is afraid that maybe I'm going to trap him into something, and that's not my intention, by the way. I had to cut him off because I was going live. I've got Mr. Ashan Singh online as well. He may have a different opinion. Let's get the facts out there. Let me up front say tonight, thank you, Sadia Ahmed. Sadia Ahmed is going to call me as well. I'm very glad Sadia Ahmed is online because she made some comments that really shook me. Sadia, I must be honest with you. Your comments there regarding Jehovah's Witnesses. It's going to be a lit 30 minutes or 1 hour. Came to me very late this morning, this whole story. Has the potential to be a big story. I'm not here to call the shit. I'm here to see, in my opinion also, I like to find out the facts. So, let's wait for everyone to get online on the midday report. Log on. It's going to be an exciting 30 minutes or so. Got my guest on, Ashan Singh of Samram. He's from Pietermaritzburg. He knows firsthand what went on. And we get Nirgin. He's from the Midlands Hindu Society. I do think he was part of the donation. So, right, let's just get into it quickly. I know we've run out of time, so thank you very much for that. The South African Hindu Maha Sabha, the topic for today discussion, the South African Hindu Maha Sabha donated 120,000 Rand, well, that's the figure that I heard, and 10 houses to, which is not houses as in big houses, they're Wendy houses actually. So let me clarify that, 10 Wendy houses, to the Khan Road Informal Settlement. Now, the Khan Road Informal Settlement is famous and infamous because in the first or second day of the July unrest, those shacks were set alight. They were burnt by residents of Pietermaritzburg. Some people burnt, I don't know who burnt it, but some of them have been arrested. It was said Indian people burnt the shacks there. So those shacks were burnt, and in the aftermath of that, those shacks have been rebuilt in terms of Wendy houses, right? And sometimes but thank God I was there 2 weeks ago with Sher Singh from the Patriotic Alliance, taking me around Pietermaritzburg. He showed me the informal. It's now almost better than what it was. The homes, although they Wendy homes, better than what they was, but the homes have been replaced. Now, the South African Hindu Maha Sabha has apparently donated 120,000 rands to that project and a further 10 homes or Wendy houses. Now, I think they posted on their page or somewhere else and the community came up in arms. There's an issue about it. Firstly, let me categorically say that any aid that goes to anyone, I have no problem. I'm an activist in terms of that. I'm for social cohesion. I'm for projects and all of that. I'm not against the homes or homes being built for people. So can I just get that out of the way? I'm not anti-Hindu Maha Sabha. I'm not anti-Ashwin Chickamji. However, as a citizen, I'd like to call these decisions into question and query things, which is what I'm doing. The guy I'm going to call, hopefully he'll take my call. Some people have accused this organization of being pro-ANC, pro-government. Is that even fair to say that this aid that's come through is a political step? Because the point even for me I need to get clarity on. About a month or so ago, there was a home in Copesville, an Indian family, where protesters outside their house barged into the house, broke into the house, chased them out of the house and burnt that house to the ground. Now, as far as I'm concerned, what I know, no aid went there. The people I know said no aid from the Maha Sabha when in fact, I put out the aid relief on my platform and got people to go and donate there. I physically didn't donate because I would not mind to donate myself. So, so aid did go through there. As Mr. Ashan Singh will say, came from my platform. But let's just get a quick idea. I have my guest, Mr. Ashan Singh. He's going to come on. He's going to give us an icon. He's from Pietermaritzburg. He's quite au fait with things that happen in Pietermaritzburg. I'm taking information from here and there. Let's first get him on the platform to give us a better understanding of what really went on and that family hopeful family in Peter Manisburg. Let's bring Mr. Ashen Singh on. Hello, Mr. Singh.
Hello, KC. Hello, listeners. Hello, everybody.
This is Mr. Ashen Singh. He's from Samram, and we've had him on. You guys know him now. He's on the platform quite often. He knows a lot of. So, Ashen, firstly, just to put things into perspective, I know you shared. I got a post that shared with me about this Khan Rd settlement. Give me from the Maha Sabha. You tell me what happened and what issue you have with it, if indeed you do.
Okay, Casey, to be as quick as possible. I've lived in that area all my life. There was a school on that ground. It was the Beju and Maraj school, which was one of those state-aided Indian schools which Indians built for themselves. Since then, every brick was stolen. There was an illegal land invasion supported by the municipalities. An illegal invasion. There's no toilets, there's no water. For the last 7 or 8 years, you have this problem where now drug dealers are living there, where the squatters have better cars than the residents, where there's no law and order. The rubbish gets dumped outside residents' properties. There's illegal connections. Now, social cohesion does not mean you go and support criminals, land invaders, and people who are breaking the law. That's not social cohesion. There you are disregarding the rights of residents. Now, social cohesion is very good. We all support it. Supporting the poor is very good. There's no doubt about it. But when you support criminals, it becomes a serious problem.
So, Mr.
Now,
Singh,
we know
that so the Khan Rd settlement, which is am I right calling it the Khan Rd settlement, that was formerly an Indian school ground that was taken over, became an informal. So that's the one we're talking about.
It's a state-aided Indian school that was no longer in use, and it was invaded illegally, and these are illegal squatters. And the question is, why do you choose to support illegal squatters? Now, I'm saying they are criminals. The majority of them are criminals. I'm saying this openly. They are drug dealers. We know that. And anybody who walks past will get robbed.
So I want to stop you there. That's something, you're a respected guy in Peter Manisburg. You're saying something that people are going to come out and call you a racist, come out, whatever. You're putting yourself on the line. You're saying the majority of them are basically criminals.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And let me tell you, on the other side, this is a squatter camp. With the informal settlement, we as Samran got them lights, water, and services. We have certificates and letters of appreciation from the informal settlement. Draw the difference. Illegally invading land within residential areas and an informal settlement where there is open land which you've now taken over, there's a big difference. And I'm saying these are criminals, and I'm saying that openly. It's not racist. I'm saying to you that the informal settlement called Ezengeteni and Swapo is an area where we as Samran made sure they had lights and water put in. That's a matter of public record. They'll tell you that themselves. So you can't throw the race card at people when they're saying our rights are being infringed. The residents are predominantly Indian. Anybody who walks past will be attacked. We've had women being pulled in to be raped, and the Indian community is saving them. School children being robbed of their cell phones and being stabbed. Business owners being robbed and attacked on a daily basis. So there's nothing racist about it. Criminality is criminality. Now, the question is this. Let's
go straight to this question here quickly, because it'd be nice to have a bit. Sadia Ahmed has been very active on my platform. She says quite a few things that I found to be out of line. But anyway, she's a supporter. So she calls you out saying, you are a racist, Mr. Singh, because drug dealers also exist in Northdale. But why are you calling drug dealers out in a squatter camp?
There's a big difference between an illegal settlement where they rob people daily and there's major criminality. Who's supporting the drug dealers? Who said the Indian drug dealers are fine? Did I say these are African drug dealers? So where did she get it that it's African drug dealers only in the squatter camp? There are a few Indians staying there. So she should get her facts in order, really.
Yeah,
all drug dealers need to be punished severely.
For the record, you didn't use race. You said drug dealers stay there. For the record, that's
what I said. That's what I said. So she needs to listen carefully and get her facts in order, really. Now, criminality. The entire residential areas are affected by the squatter camp. It should never be there. It's an eyesore. It's criminal. It's an illegal land invasion. There are no toilets. It smells bad. There's no way for people to do anything. The rubbish gets thrown into residents' homes. And this is the problem we have. We got the Freedom Front that protects white Afrikaner interests. We got the DA that protects white interests. We've got the ANC, which is now an African nationalist movement. And when you try and talk about Indian rights, you have people like this who now suddenly say it's racist. What a load of rubbish. Indians have a right of self-determination and equality. And that's what we're pushing. Now, when Casey, you can't get placed in university, you can't get a job because you're Indian. And these clowns who want to attack me keep quiet. The whole issue here is the illegal land invasions never occur in Amshlanga, Mount Edgecombe, and all these fancy places. It doesn't occur in the
Look,
other
Mr.
former
Yeah,
white areas
yeah,
in
Mr.
Peter
Singh, I just
Maritzburg.
want to give, I just want to give my version there and what I know. Anyone in a bad situation is in a bad situation. You feel for them, but you also have to take into account the residents who have been living there, their property values, their whole situation. Those also have to be taken. Without, when you say this, you shouldn't be called a racist. They shouldn't have been
Of
placed
course.
in that situation, and they shouldn't be living in a subhuman standard. And then that's what they're living. They're living in a sub. I was there. I got the stench of. I'm glad I was there to see. Imagine before the Wendy houses, it was probably even worse than what it is now in that sense. And
What?
as much as, yeah, carry on.
There's many houses in the front. The back are just those tin shacks. But Casey, most of those people in that squatter camp were members of SAMREM. Some are still members of SAMREM. The position here is for these fools and clowns who irritate me. They should be relocated to proper housing. How can you fight for the rights of squatters and leave them in subhuman conditions with no lights, water, and no food? What are you doing? You're creating tensions between the haves and have-nots. Why weren't the houses built for them, and why were they not relocated? And why didn't the Maha Sabha take that issue to court and say we want them given proper housing? What have they done? They've made a bad situation worse. And in Peter Maritzburg, we have hundreds of people starving who happen to be Indian.
Let's go backwards. Just confirm what has do you know for a fact, what has the South African Hindu Maha Sabha done so far?
Well, I know Nilvin very well. He's an advocate. I'm also an advocate. But
no, the Maha Sabha, what have they done for Khan Road? What have they done that you know about in terms of giving aid there?
They gave an amount just around 120,000 initially to rebuild the houses, and then pledged another 10 houses, which they've now completed. So that was their contribution to that Khan Road squatter camp, as opposed to an informal settlement, because we see a clear distinction between the two.
So you're defining a squatter camp and an informal settlement as two different. You can't say it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing. You don't just go in between residents' homes and start building. That's a squatter camp. And they can't be housed there. They need to be relocated. And why hasn't it been done? That's the issue, Casey. And people need to see this. You can't just put up squatter camps outside predominantly Indian areas and talk about their human rights and damn the Indians. There's nothing racist about that. These people have rights. They have rights to proper housing, and they should be given proper housing and relocated. And the government builds thousands of houses, but doesn't relocate them.
So we come back to that there. Just at that point there, if that squatter camp was burnt down and they were going to rebuild houses, why didn't they use that opportunity to move them into another place and set them up there? That would be the ideal opportunity to do that.
Yes, it would be. And that's where the issue starts becoming a very burning issue, which leaves lots of people unhappy. The money that the Maha Sabha has used, and I'm speaking I'm not a diehard religious fanatic, as you know. I could pray in a church or mosque or temple. I don't mind. But I'm a vegetarian, non-drinker, non-smoker. I live by principles. The Maha Sabha receives money from all of us. They had no right to take money and give it to one race. That's racist. And not give it to Indian people who were affected by the unrest, who were starving. And we still have people up to now whose shops were looted, shops are burnt and not repaired, who have lost their jobs, who don't have food. And these are Hindus. Why didn't you give the money to them if you claim to be a Hindu organization? And why not to Indians in general? You know, I'm tired of splitting people about Muslim, Christian, Tamil, and Hindu. I don't subscribe to that. Let me be clear. But if you are Maha Sabha and you're taking money from the Indian community, why don't you give it to Indians? Where's the racism? Who gives you the right now to decide what is social cohesion when you don't look after your own kind who are giving you the money?
So what do you know for a fact that they haven't supported anyone? I know that that Copesville home is coming into play, where I know you contacted me. I did a video. We shared the post about the family, tried to get help, and I got help for you guys as well from my side. Have they given any help to that family? Yes or no? The Copesville family. Ashen, can you hear me?
I'm still here, Casey. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just saying in that, what was I saying? That Copesville family, did the Maha Sabha support them in terms of building their house again in any way? Yes, no?
They did absolutely nothing to date. That's a fact. And there's been so little help coming that is actually disappointing, to try and get that house built. But we'll keep on trying, And again, it's not racist. If you help African squatters, why can't you help an Indian?
So let's just put that into perspective. That was a family sitting at home on their own. There were protesters outside, and we can say there were black protesters. I can say that there were black protesters because they protested.
They were African protesters, yes.
They were African protesters, yeah. Yes. And they invaded their house. From what I understand, they knocked on the door, broke down the door. the guys escaped from the house, and then the house was set on fire, and the house wasn't able to be lived in. Is that correct?
It's totally burnt down. There's no roof. Everything's burnt. It's totally destroyed. They've even stole the fencing and the gates from the house.
Okay, I want to try and get. Do you know the guy Nirgin Dev?
Yes, I do. He's an advocate. Casey,
Sir,
I just want to say, I contacted the Maha Sabha to speak to them privately about this matter. I want to put that on record. I contacted them privately and said, can we talk? And that's never happened, and they refused. So let us know that's the basis for this whole thing.
Okay, I did speak to Nirgin, and he said he'll take my call, but I see he's gone to voicemail. We'll try him again. He wanted to know what I want to talk about, and he was a bit coy, but he said he'll come on and just confirm what they've done. Sadia Ahmed is quite vocal on my platform. Then she mentioned something to me, and she's saying the same thing again here. Do you agree with this point? I thought it quite bad. She says those people are Jehovah's Witnesses, and why should the Maha Sabha donate to them?
You know, I think that's ridiculous. Honestly, we're talking about helping. We're talking about helping human beings here. Their religion and their race is immaterial, really. We're saying we help African people who happen to be Christians. So what if they are Jehovah's Witnesses? If they are, I never bothered and I never looked into it. So it's immaterial, really.
And Sadia Ahmed is my fan, but what she says is fact, right? There's her post here, right? I'm going to read the post. You can see it. She says here, why should Hindi Maha Sabha help the Copesville people? Is it because they are Indian? I know this family you are talking about, they are Jehovah's Witnesses. Why don't you ask the church who donated the car to assist? Jehovah's Witnesses come around telling us we're going to hell. Man, can you use religion in terms of humanity? Wow.
I disagree in the strongest possible terms. And by the way, Casey, the other 200,000 or 300,000 rand that came for the rebuilding of the squatter camp came from churches, for the record. Let me say it again. The other 200,000 or 300,000 that came for the rebuilding of Khan Road came from churches as well.
Okay, Nirgin is calling us. Let's get Nirgin on the line and let's hear from him. Hold on, Ashen. Nirgin, how's it? Hi. Oh, sorry, man. I forgot the name right, Nirgin.
That's my surname. You are very soft.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, what your first name, sir? I just got it. Nirgin. Sorry, man.
Please go ahead.
Your first name, sir? But what should I call you? Nirgin is fine?
Hello?
Yeah? We have connection problem. Can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me? Okay. Now can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Nirgin, firstly, confirm for us in terms of the Khan Road settlement. Ashen Singh says you all donated 120,000 Rand and a further 10 homes to the Khan Road settlement. Firstly, is that correct information?
Okay. So I think what's very important to state here is that as the Maha Sabha had contributed 108,000, which was for the building of 10 homes.
Okay. 108,000.
Yes.
Okay. 10 homes or 10 Wendy houses?
Well, those are homes to those people that live there in KC.
So, but they are Wendy houses, right?
They are Wendy houses.
Okay, now, sorry. So it's 108,000. Is that the final thing? There's nothing else in terms of 120 plus 10 houses? 108,000.
No. It's 108,000. But I must say, when the appeal came out to assist the people whose homes were burnt down in the Khan Road informal settlement, there's an organization called the Peace and Development Forum, which made an appeal to the community. And we then asked them for their plan and what they envisaged to happen there. They then showed us their plan of how to address the immediate needs of that community based on re-establishing some kind of decent informal housing, and then also to assist them with the process of getting into the formal housing via the Department of Human Settlement. So this is not a simple, let's just put Wendy houses and walk away.
Okay, no. Okay, just for the, I think there's a, yeah, I think there's, sorry to cut you off. Sorry to cut you there, Nilgan. I think that's fine. It's a topic for another day. I think it's a big discussion we need to have. Firstly, I just want to confirm, because I don't like giving out incorrect information. The correct information you saying aid was provided to the Khan Road informal settlement. It was in the form of 108,000 rand to build 10 Wendy houses. That's correct as I state right now, right?
That's correct.
I saw a point that's coming out, and Ashan Singh has raised this. The issue about the squatter camp, we'll leave that for later. I saw a point is there was a home, and I raised it on my platform as well. A home in Copesville, an Indian family was affected. The house was burnt down. To this day, I don't think that house has been put up. Did you guys or the Maha Sabha make any effort to help them? If so, what aid? If not, why not?
Okay. So in Pietermaritzburg, we have the Midlands Hindu Society, right? On about the 3rd of September, we found out reached them. In fact, it's Ashwin Singh gave me the contact number, Stanley, located where they were. And we went out to establish what their needs were at that point, and we made available to them a food hamper. And on that occasion, they were already getting assistance from other organizations as well. We left our contact details with the Lakhraj family and said, please contact us and we'll see how we can assist. As Midlands Hindu Society, which is an affiliate of the Maha Sabha, that is what we have done.
So to confirm, you broke up a bit there. Can I confirm that you said the following? You visited the home and the family, you offered them a hamper, and then you gave them your number, and then that they haven't contacted you, and that was it?
Yes. Now, it's more than that.
Yeah.
We went to the home that they were living at.
Right.
Right. And that was, I think, at 12 Simeon Road. So we even traced where they were to try and assist them.
Okay.
Now, they have not come back to us to say, look, these are our needs, 1, 2, or 3, or what else, and how we can assist them.
Okay,
there
but
has been an appeal from Ashen. There has been an appeal from the Peace and Development Forum. We, as well as a coordinating Hindu body in Pietermaritzburg, went out to our affiliates and said, please assist this family. And we don't discriminate. If there's a need, we go ahead and assist.
okay.
Like
Can I
last year,
just no. Time is a bit time is limited, advocate. Can I just ask you this? That family, I saw the videos. The home was completely destroyed. You, as a resident of the area, knowing that that's humanity. Those are people who have been robbed of their home. They don't have a place to live. Didn't you guys see it fit to help them to either put up a roof, put up a structure, or help, or drive a fund to be able to have their home rebuilt? Is that not also something that why what I'm understanding is you waited for them to come back to you, yet you understood there was a need. This family's home was burnt down. To be honest with you, let me finish. To be honest,
representing the situation.
sorry.
So please let me explain to you.
No, I was just making my point, and then
On the third,
yeah.
please.
Okay.
You asked me to come onto your forum. Please
No, I was finishing what I was saying. You didn't allow me to finish. Then I'll give you a chance. Yes, I will afford
You
you.
also didn't allow me to finish what I was saying, and then you are summarizing it in a misleading way. So please don't do that. If you want to participate and allow the facts to be
Okay.
out in the public domain, then you've got to allow me the space to give the facts so that there's no misinformation in the community.
Okay, what I want to know. Okay, let's stick to this fact, right? Did you the only aid you supplied to the family was the hamper, correct?
You are incorrect, and you are minimizing what we have offered.
Okay, you
And
offered
to put it-
right. Carry on. I'll give you a chance. Carry on.
Allow the facts to be there,
All right,
because you have two organizations that stepped up.
right,
The one that Ashen Singh is leading,
right.
and he made a call for support, right? He called back details of an attorney into whose account money should be put.
I'm aware of that.
Before he did that, the Peace and Development Forum also said that they will aid this family, and they made a call. We chose to go via the Peace and Development Forum to assist this family. So we are going to do this in a structured way. We just don't simply give money where we can't account for it. We're dealing with public money. As organizations who collect money from the public, we must know where it's going to go and what it's going to be used for. So we are working by the Peace and Development Forum, and we will ensure that if the family needs certain things, they will tell us what they need, and we will then work with them. We have done this on previous occasions where other homes have been burned down. We've done this when the homes were burned down in the bush of Bombay Road. We provided the hot meals and the blankets and sponges, and fortunately their home was rebuilt and they were able to move back. Now, in a similar way, we have made this offer of assistance available to the Lakhdar family.
Okay, so Mr. Nirgan, you gotta give me a chance to get in. No, but Mr. Nirgan, in terms of the platform, you have to keep an answer short so I can also get in. Otherwise, it will be you continuing to talk and then we run out of time. So also understand, I have to try and cut you off so I can get other questions in as well. Otherwise, you're going to be.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. So as much as I minimize it, you did more than that. But at the end of the day, I'm just talking from my point of view. I just think that the Maha Sabha could have done much more in terms of that, because obviously you built homes in the informal settlement. And just, I also want to go to this here and tell you: is Sadia Ahmed aligned to you guys in terms of do you know of a Sadia Ahmed, and is she aligned to the Maha Sabha in any way?
Sorry, I don't know who she is.
Okay, because let me tell you why.
Once again, Casey.
Yeah.
You were talking about the Maha Sabha. The Maha Sabha has been giving out hampers on a monthly basis, right? By its Project 108. We as Muslims Hindu Society, from the time COVID started, have been giving out hampers on a monthly basis. We have our database. We don't discriminate. We give to everyone, irrespective of the race or religion.
Actually, I got a good. Yes, I did get a good comment from someone saying that yes, you guys do good work, and I never disputed that. So even as I'm asking you, I'm not coming here with a mindset. I am trying to understand what happened and fielding the questions from the public and asking you those questions to understand. I don't think.
Casey, this is what has happened. You can't equate Khan Road to an Indian family, because then you're making it a race thing. You have Khan Road where people had their homes burned down. You have a family in Copesburg who had their home burned down. In Khan Road, we had a proper business plan that was presented to us, and we went ahead and supported that. With the family in Copesburg, we have asked them for their needs. We are doing a needs analysis, and we will assist.
Okay.
We've gone immediately where they needed food and blankets and things. We made those things available, but they didn't need the blankets. They were living with a family.
Okay.
So the reality is there's a misperception being created that we did nothing.
Okay. Thank you.
They have not come back to us to say, these are our needs as the Lakhraj family.
Okay. So they didn't. So I'll end with that. They didn't come back to you, Advocate. This obviously has more. There's lots of things happening here. Maybe you'll be amenable to another time where we could have a discussion on my platform with other members, if you can. So they didn't come back to you. I'll end with that. I want to just give you my version before we end, right? And you don't have to respond. I'm just giving you my version as a member of the public, watching what the Maha Sabha has done. In the context of what I see, that you gave 108,008 to an informal settlement or a squatter camp, so to speak, there, and you're waiting for the Lakhraj family to come back to you to ask for aid, yet you could see the house was burned down. To me, I find that to be a little disproportional or offset or something wrong with that. I think the Maha Sabha could have been a bit more proactive in actually helping to build that house. But you don't have to respond to that. Is my version of what I see in terms of what I'm seeing in the public. But thank you for your time. I'll address you again on another time. I've given you enough time. My other guest is waiting as well.
I'd like to react and say that we have done what is necessary. We react based on proposals and requests, and we go ahead and assist where we can.
Yeah. No, I just gave you how I feel. I'm how I feel.
It's important to put the correct view forward, not your view only.
No, but I put my view. I'm telling you how I felt. You can't. That's my feeling.
Our view.
Yes, correct.
An organization which is accountable, which is duly audited, which has systems in place. We have to follow the system, and we will assist wherever we can in a proper, dignified, organized manner.
I agree with you. Firstly, let me. Thank you. Let me first thank you for taking my call and for coming on. I really appreciate it. I would like to engage with you on another time with other guests, and we can have a better discussion and a better understanding. Even your view or Ashen's view, and sometimes what the people thought about you, when you explain it properly, they might change their mindset. That's what I'm trying to get to at a later stage, if we can do that. But for now, thank you so much for coming on and giving us the clarity there. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Casey.
Have a good evening. Keep supporting, please. Thank you. Right, that's Advocate Nirgan. Ashen Singh, you can. Sorry, I know you were listening intently. Did you listen to most of it? What he said, and you want to comment?
Yes, I did. Casey, just by the way, and it's worth nothing to me. I'm an advocate. I've been in the legal profession for 35 years, and I've got 20 years to retire. So, advocate, I don't know whether the title should make people think there's something attached to it.
Just your sound. Your sound is being muffled there. Ashen, your sound is being muffled. Pick your phone up, yeah.
All right. I was saying that I've been in the legal profession for 35 years. I'm an advocate as well. I got 20 years to retirement. It means nothing really. These issues got nothing to do with law. It's simple, basic human rights, issues of race. Now, to sum it all up, the house was burnt down and the family was given.
Ashen, I'm going to stop you there again. Just hold on, right? I'm going to do this, right? This Sadia Ahmed was on my platform, and I'm going to tell my viewers who are watching. Sadia Ahmed is going on about religion, and she's basing humanity aid based on religion. And for that, Sadia Ahmed, I'm not going to block you from my platform. You talk about why the church didn't help. It is actually pathetic what you are doing, what you've been saying on my platform, calling out Jehovah's Witnesses, calling out Christians. It's absolute bullshit. You are a racist. You tried to say Ashen Singh is a racist. You are a racist in that sense. You are a classist. That's what you are. You're coming out here and preaching a holier than thou when you give me a bullshit answer. It's been upsetting me from the time I saw this thing about Jehovah's Witnesses. So can you please piss off now? Can I just delete you and get you off my platform? We don't need people like you in South Africa. We don't need people like you doing anything. You're causing more. In fact, you're speaking on behalf of the Maha Sabha. You're causing the Maha Sabha more damage because I don't think the Maha Sabha subscribes to your train of thought. So please piss off now. That I got rid of Sadia. Sorry, I need to get. She's going on about this thing about religion, about Jehovah's Witnesses. Why should they be out? Because they're Jehovah's Witnesses and they mustn't come to your house and try to. What bullshit is that? Anyway, sorry, Advocate Singh.
All right. Casey, to conclude, I think the point is the Maha Sabha gave one food parcel to the family. They were approached. We asked them to help rebuild the house. They helped us. That sums it up totally.
Pick the phone up.
And secondly, I just want to say that with regard to food parcels, the Muslim organization like SANZF gave out food parcels to everybody during the unrest. We helped pack those parcels. The churches do their share. But being split on religion doesn't work for me. I subscribe to all religions. And we've done more for the informal settlements than any other Johnny-come-lately organization. We have records to prove it. Our records go back 10 years. So that's my position. And the Maha Sabha was contacted. We asked to speak to them in private. They didn't give us a hearing. And this thing has now come to your church, and this is where we are. They acted in a despicable manner, is disgraceful, and to say that they're sitting and waiting to be asked what assistance they can give is a lie, because I approached them myself, right? So that doesn't work for me.
Actually, would you be amenable to come on a platform with someone like Nirgan or someone from the Maha Sabha, and we have a nice constructive debate to air it out, and the public, whether you come out right or they come out right, the public can hear for themselves and make their own decisions. As would you be amenable to that?
I respect everyone's opinion and everyone's religion and everyone's race. We've done more for the informal settlements than any other organization. So when people throw stones at me, it really doesn't bother me at all. I'm always amenable. I don't claim to be right. I have my views. Some people share my views, some don't, and that's how it is in life. I'm not looking for votes or for popularity or anything. I just want to have my say, and people must have theirs. Thank you, Casey.
Thank you, Ashen. Thank you very much, and have a great day. We'll chat soon again. Right, that is Advocate Ashen Singh. Thank you for having. By the way, guys, I just want to say and end here now. Advocate Nirgan, I think he's an advocate, and that's his surname, Nirgan. Midlands Hindu Society. Kritika from Peter Marisburg did confirm they're doing a lot of work and they don't see race in the work that they do. However, I'm just going to say this in terms of what the Advocate Nirgan ended with. He was quite clear, and you heard him say, they went to the family, they gave a hamper, they gave their numbers, and the family did not come back. The Lakraj family did not come back to them. Now, that's where my issue lies, and tell me whether you guys, that's the problem I have. It's like somebody coming to me and like the Phoenix accused, and I know they need help. And I go to them and say, well, help is available. If you need me, contact me. And then I walk away and says, well, nobody contacted me. In fact, the same thing Shamin Rajbansi said on the program, that the Phoenix people didn't come back to her. She was waiting for them to come. I'm saying, but you know the house burned down. The roof is non-existent. I've got pictures of it, of the house burning and the end result. So Natasha says they should have followed up. In fact, they should have followed. Why didn't they follow up? You see, the other argument that comes out about the Maha Sabha, and by the way, Nirgan is, I do believe, is an ANC supporter, right? And this is what's been dogging the Maha Sabha and people like him. If you're affiliated to the ANC or a political party, then your aid seems to be done for political. And I'm going to say it. You see, he didn't appreciate what I said about the family. I'm saying from my point of view. I didn't say it's other people's point of view. I didn't say it's a reality. I say from my point of view, if I hear the Maha Sabha supported a squatter camp and illegal settlement, by building houses, you're supporting an illegal settlement. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you mustn't support those people. However, there is a home that's been burned. You know it's burned down. You know there's no roof. You give them a hamper and you walk away. Oh, man. I got a problem with that. I got a real problem with that. And that, I feel, is where the Maha Sabha has failed. However, obviously, Advocate Nirgan, we can get him back online at another time and try to find out, you know. But that's the fact. He stated the fact. Salim says leaving their contact numbers was just done for convenience. There was no real interaction. Why must Allah show beg for help? Indeed, I don't think the squatter camp people begged for help. You know, I'm gonna speak my mind here, and the Maha Sabha, maybe Ashwin Chickamji, maybe others will listen to this and say, oh, Casey is coming out to cause drama and cause problems. I have a right to say what I want to say. I'm not against the Maha Sabha. I'm against a lot of things they do and say. I'm not against Mr. Ashwin Chickamji. I don't like a lot of things that he doesn't do. I think Ashwin Chickamji, you know, let me just speak about Ashwin Chickamji, right? Growing up, and Ashwin Chickamji is much older than me and a respected advocate. He's been doing things. I mean, he shared the stage with Nelson Mandela and all of that, as far as I know. 10 years back or something, whenever anything happened, Ashwin Chickamji was the man, was the go-to guy. Ashwin Chickamji was the guy. Ashwin Chickamji was the head. Ashwin Chickamji was the voice of the Indian people. Slowly but surely, that seemed to fade away. I'm giving you my view. You guys can either accept it or don't accept it. I'm giving you my view. And I always was looking up to Mr. Ashwin Chickamji, that he will be the one to speak out, that he will be the one to put things right, that he will speak. And slowly but surely, that seemed to go away. You can tell me whether I'm right or wrong, whether you share the same thing. And then there was, as I got more politically aware, people started telling me that Mr. Singh is aligned to the ANC. He does political decisions. And Mr. Chickamji, like me, I got my haters as well. So I'm not trying to run Mr. Chickamji down in no way. I would like to sit with Mr. Chickamji. Now he gives me the time. A couple of years back, he thought I was an idiot, maybe, when I was saying things, and maybe I was swearing, saying fuck and all on stage. Maybe he thought I was an idiot. Okay, maybe I was an idiot then. Maybe I've evolved over the years. Maybe I'm a bit more on the side to be able to have a discussion, to be able to get facts out, to be able to understand, that sort of thing. So I don't know. I'm just sharing my view on that. I just think Mr. Ashwin Chickamji has more to offer. And I'm going to say this again to end this, and hopefully we'll have another topic around this. Regarding the Copesville family who had their home burned down, I really, in my parting shot, I think that the Hindu Maha Sabha, if they had helped the squatter camp with 108,000 Rand, they surely could have done a lot more to help. And why stop now? Why can't they help that family? Let's ask the question. Is 108,000 all the money the Maha Sabha has got? Where does the funding come from the Maha Sabha? And what's the criteria they use to fund others? Kritika says, at the end of the day, politics rule. It's the saddest thing if politics rule. Advocate Nirgi, if he is ANC aligned, then he'll understand why I'm saying this. Now, don't worry about others, Casey. You are an honest and transparent person. Natasha says, I have noticed the same thing, and because they're aligned with ANC, they make decisions like that. Perhaps Ashwin should be invited on the show. Well, there you go, Mr. Chickamji and Mr. Nirgan. There's another person on the platform saying that that's what they see as well. Jacobs Lee says, please stop making this an Indian thing. Poverty, crime is who's making Indian thing? Jacobs Lee, put a bloody fucking picture first on your platform, then come and talk shit, yeah? Otherwise, piss off. See what I'll do. The power of the finger, Jacobs Lee, right? I will go with my finger here. I'll use my mouse, and then I fucking block you. Look how much shit comment here. He's saying, escalate your mind beyond racial lines. exclamate your mind beyond your fucking nose. Don't come with your shit story here. Nobody was talking about the Indian issue here. There's a different place. So maybe educated people here. Jacob, for educated people and with the people with a fucking profile picture at least. Don't come here, Jacob Lee. It's such a fake profile that was fucking born maybe 5 minutes ago. Yes, after election, you won't hear or see them. So there we go. That's my take for today. Sadia Ahmed, by the way, this comment by Sadia Ahmed was pathetic in every sense of the word. The Maha Sabha should contact this lady and sort her out. Look at this comment here from Sadia Ahmed. Why should Hindi Maha Sabha help Copesford people? Is it because they are Indian? Well, firstly, no, not because they are Indian, because they are human beings that had their home burnt down, right? So, answering that question, yeah. Then she goes on to say, I know this family you are talking about. They are Jehovah's Witnesses. So now, she's bringing religion. So she's been taking Ashen Singh on saying Ashen Singh is a racist because he's calling out the squatter camp, whatever. So what do you call this? A classist? What is this? What is this now? She's saying, can you even talk about this? So you can't talk about it being a black and an Indian because that's racist. But you can talk about you being a Jehovah's Witness, a Christian, a Hindi, a Muslim, or Tamil, whatever. Hey, what fucking bullshit is this? Hey, I know the family you're talking about, they are Jehovah's Witnesses. Why don't you ask the church who donated the car to assist? Jehovah's Witnesses come around telling us we're going to what? What bullshit? Sadia. How? Sadia, go speak to your Mulana, go speak to somebody, go get some counseling, go speak to other people. I have no problem with you debating on any issues, whatever, but calling on religion, as I said, calling on you. Man. That means you go out and give aid only to Muslim people or to Hindu people. And you don't like Jehovah's Witnesses. Why shouldn't you like Jehovah's Witnesses? Because they come on your door trying to spread your word. There are also Muslim radicals out there who try to change the world. There's also people like ISIS out there. There's also Christian radicals trying to change the world, trying to convert you. Are you after them as well? How would that even come into this discussion about a family or even the squatter camp people? It just Salim Sheikh, these comments by Sadia is not good. Islam teaches us to help people respect it. There you go. Salim Sheikh calls you out, Sadia. That's why I said go speak to your Mulana, go speak to somebody, let them educate you, go read the Quran. And Salim Sheikh says, Islam teaches us to help people. By the way, even during this unrest times, some of the biggest organizations and biggest aid came from Muslim organizations till this day. Some of the biggest aid came from Muslim organizations. The biggest aid agency in this country is Muslim driven, which is, I'm not saying it's a Muslim organization, but you all know Imtiaz from Gift of the Givers, right? Salim Sheikh, yes, it does, says Kathy Hoffman. JW comes house to house for donations. Please, they give a book to read. I'll be chase them away. We all have fun with the Jehovah's Witnesses. Come on, Jehovah's Witnesses, but you don't go around shooting them or kicking them or treating them like shit. That's what their belief is, you know. And by the way, I've had interaction with Jehovah's Witnesses, quite good guys. I don't find nothing wrong with them, actually. Yeah, I'm a Christian. I got a mouth like Casey. Doesn't mean we are bad people. Humble yourself. Yep, we took you out from blah, blah. I get a Casey. Muslim took care of our one. Yep. Muslim people came out with the aid. A lot of people were shocked, the firearms they had and what they could do. The Muslim community, the July unrest came on another light to a lot of people. So I say big ups to them and well done. So it's 1 hour and 20 minutes, or it's about 40 minutes on now. Yeah. So let me draw to an end conclusion there. We'll bring that to an end. Thank you for watching. And look, that's a bit of a sore topic. I know a lot of people won't like me for calling it out. The bottom line is this. I'll end with the bottom line. The Maha Sabha gave 108,000 rand to build 10 homes, and they gave a hamper to that. That's a fact that stands. They gave a hamper to the Copesford family with house burned down. Is it a racial thing? No. It's a family needing help. That the Hindu Maha Sabha, while they are Muslim, the white people, black people, part of the Maha Sabha, it's predominantly Indian. 90% Indian, the Maha Sabha. It's like saying Phoenix is a multiracial township. Yes, it is, but it's predominantly Indian. So it's an Indian township. I don't know. My version. Everything's my version. I'm sure I'll get more haters. But sometimes you have to speak what you want to speak, and I speak what I want to speak. Mr. Ashan Chikamji, Advocate Niran, if you want to join us, if you want to join me, if you want to say something, you know, come on the platform and have a discussion with Mr. Ashan Singh. So Mr. Ashan Singh, basically, that's the debate we'll have with Mr. Ashan Singh, where they can challenge you, you can challenge them, and we can, ultimately, we should be helping each other, finding ways to work together. I don't want to fight with the Maha Sabha. I don't want to be the Maha Sabha's enemy. I don't want to be Advocate Nirigan's enemy. Maybe he can be helping me in my court cases that come up. I don't want to be Ashan Chikamji's enemy. But we should be able to have a discussion on this and take this thing to another level or get some clarity on it. That's what I think. Tonight, Attorney Shandur Turon, it's going to be another lit discussion tonight. He's talking about father's rights. Father's rights. He's a family attorney for matrimonial, divorce, custody rights. He's at the forefront. Been on numerous talk shows. By the way, he's been on television, he's been on radio, and he's going to be, his greatest wish was to be on my program. He's my go-to guy when I need advice as well in Johannesburg. Advocate Shandur Turon. So until 8 o'clock tonight, keep it mother. The name is Casey Carroll. I'm out.